Hello, Cole here with another Pokemon Go video. Now we got the announcement for July's Community Day, which will be Mudkip. Obviously, most people assumed that that's what it would be, but today we got another huge announcement. And I'm really excited to talk about that, and also kind of goes hand in hand with another thing I wanted to talk about concerning Community Days. So first off, we have July Community Day. Don't skip out on Mudkip. Starting in July, Community Day will take place during the evening to make for a cooler experience. As part of our continuing effort to make events accessible to as many people as possible, we hope this new time creates an even better Community Day experience overall. Expect your regularly scheduled Community Days to return in a few months. So I know a lot of people are not happy about this because for the Southern Hemisphere, this puts Community Day really late in the day. The new hours are 4 to 7 p.m. in everyone's local times. So for the Southern Hemisphere, who is having winter right now, it's getting dark really early. So they're only going to have like an hour, if that, of daylight during their Community Day, and then it's going to be dark. So that kind of sucks. That extra hour back, I kind of don't care for that either, just because I like to travel for my Community Days. Usually I go down to Santa Monica. It makes it more difficult because usually we do Community Day, we'll go down early, we'll hang out, have lunch. Afterwards on the way home, usually we stop somewhere in LA to get dinner, hang out, do our evolutions, all that stuff, and it's like an extra hour back now, so we got to kind of plan a little better or else we're not going to get home till like 2 in the morning. Usually we don't get home till after midnight anyways. But yeah, overall I'm really excited about Mudkip Community Day. Features: Mudkip will appear more frequently in the wild, lure modules will last 3 hours for the duration of the event, and you may encounter a shiny Mudkip if you're lucky, which I'm super hyped about because Mudkip is an amazing shiny. Evolve Marshtomp during the event or up to an hour afterwards to obtain Swampert that knows a special move. So it's pretty obvious it's going to get Hydro Cannon. So the big question for me is, will we get Muddy Water as an extra move? So we know Blaziken got Blaze Kick the same day. It got Blast Burn and Blaze Kick pretty much, and Blaze Kick is available forever now. And Sceptile already knew its signature move of Leaf Blade, so I'm thinking both of them got their signature moves. I mean, Sceptile already knew it, and they gave it to Blaziken, so it makes sense that they would give Swampert Muddy Water, because that's its signature move in the main game. So hopefully we'll get that. Hopefully it'll be a 3-bar move, kind of like Blaze Kick and Leaf Blade, and it'll be really awesome. Maybe it'll do a status effect. I think in the main games it lowers accuracy or something, I don't know, but it does something. Hopefully if it's not a 3-bar move, it'll at least be a status dealing move like in the main games. Also, we're getting 3 times catch XP, which is cool if you're not level 40. You know, a lot of people are kind of like, I wish it was Stardust. On the website it actually did say 3 times Stardust, and a lot of people are disappointed that it's now saying XP. I guess it's still early enough to where they could change it, so hopefully maybe they'll do Stardust, but if not, 3 times XP, pop an egg, get to level 40 if you're not already, you know, it'll help you. Don't forget to share your photos with Mudkip on social media, hashtag Pokemon Go Community Day trainers. Stay safe and happy exploring. So yeah, overall I'm really excited about this Community Day. I love Mudkip. Mudkip is, it's tough because Blaziken is my favorite starter. Torchic is awesome, but Mudkip is like a really close second. I really love that water ground type, the Mud Boy status. And yeah, I played through once with Marshtomp or Mudkip and, why can't I remember that thing's name? Swampert, and it was really good. I loved playing through with that one. So next on the agenda, today they announced the 3rd anniversary of Pokemon Go. So we're coming up on 3 years of Pokemon Go. It's crazy. I've only been playing for a year, and it's just nuts seeing how far the game has come, even in just that 1 year. I'm sure people who've been around since the very beginning are thinking like way back to the beginning how much has come from this game. Happy 3rd anniversary to Pokemon Go. To commemorate this incredible milestone, you can look forward to these exciting features. New features starting June 28th at 1 p.m. PDT. That is tomorrow. You'll have a chance to encounter the following shiny Alolan Pokemon: Rattata, Sandshrew, Vulpix, Diglett, Meowth, Geodude, Grimer, and Exeggutor. I'm really curious to see if they'll be spawning more in the wild, or if we'll just get them out of however we already find them. So Exeggutor out of raids and research, and the others out of eggs, and Rattata Wild or Geodude and stuff like that out of magnetic lures. So there's different ways to get them, I guess. I'm just curious to see, maybe they'll release them as wild spawns maybe more frequently, or just out there for this event. Who knows? Next it says avatar items featuring the team leader's personal styles will be available in the style shop. So if you want to look like your team leader, this is pretty cool because we get to do that now. Then from June 28th, 2019, 1 p.m. PDT to July 6th, 2019, 1 p.m. PDT, a familiar face returns to the party once per day. You might have a chance to encounter a Pikachu wearing a party hat when you take a Go snapshot photo. You may also encounter Pichu wearing a party hat in 7km eggs. So I'm super excited about this, especially because I have never played the game while the party hat Pikachu was out. This is, I think, the only one that I don't have now. So super hyped about that. I hope that we get the shiny released with it too. It's pretty likely, considering all the other stuff that they've done with the previous shinies available for the hat Pikachus coming out one by one. Also from June 28th at 1 p.m, so tomorrow, still until September 2nd, 2019 at 1 p.m. Looking to get up to speed with your research? Do you have a friend who wants to play but feels they've missed out on too much in Pokemon Go? Don't worry, complete new special research for helpful rewards. So it sounds to me like you're gonna get help with a lot of the stuff that you missed. You know what, actually, could we get some of the old legacy moves in this? Because it says, I don't know, it just popped up in my head. People who missed out on stuff, maybe they missed out on community days or old legacy Pokemon, they already released Lapras in raid days with its legacy moves, and that's a pretty big window from June 28th till September 2nd. So maybe they'll have little comebacks of legacy move Pokemon. I don't know, but a lot of people are feeling that this is more for the special researches. It looks like we're probably going to get things that will help us along with the old special researches. Mew, Celebi, stuff like that. Take down raid bosses faster and earn extra bonus Premier Balls to catch them with when you raid with friends. So we're going to get an extra damage bonus for raiding with our friends. Best friends already get a bigger bonus to, damage dealt and extra Premier Balls when catching the raid bosses. But now we're going to get extras of those too. So it's going to be, I'm wondering how much the damage bonus is. I'm really looking forward to actually trying to duo an Alolan Marowak, because I feel like half the time I want to do it and either I'm alone or I just have one of my friends and we don't have all the best counters for it, so like we don't even try because we've tried before and we just couldn't do it. Also, one of the biggest things that people are excited for, trading Pokemon will cost 1/4 less Stardust. So that's 1/4 less Stardust. That is a much wanted addition to the game. We definitely want cheaper trades because it's a huge deal. And it kind of sucks that they didn't do this during Chicago Go Fest. I know that they had the discount already, but it will be going on for Dortmund and I believe Yokohama too. So people there, hopefully it'll just stack up on top of the other bonuses that you get. So the half off Stardust and then an extra 1/4 off. That'd be amazing for anyone attending those. Alright, so next I wanted to look at the promotional picture that they've released. First thing I get out of this is it looks, if you've seen Detective Pikachu the movie, this looks a lot like the scene towards the end in the city with all the balloons and Mewtwo flying in the background, which I'm pretty curious to see what Mewtwo is doing. Will we get Mewtwo back in raids or anything like that? That would be awesome. Maybe even that special research that they were talking about, it might be Mewtwo. And there is stuff in the code. People are suspecting we might get armored Mewtwo or something like that. And also, I'll show it really quick on the screen, there was a glitch, I don't know if it's still going on when I am posting this, but Mewtwo has a weird shadow at the bottom of its Pokedex entry that suggests it might have an evolution. So that might be something in the code that kind of they screwed up on and it's showing now, or it might just be a mistake. It might mean nothing, who knows, but something to possibly be excited about because we might be getting more stuff with Mewtwo, which we haven't seen in quite a while. Also, before I move on, right here in the promotional picture, there's this weird looking silhouette inside the balloon. I don't have any idea what it is. Part of me wants to think that it's that flower Pokemon from a later gen, like Flabebe or something. I don't know how to say it, but that's what it looks like to me, kind of, but it doesn't make sense either. So what do you think it is? I heard some people saying Rotom. I heard some other people talking about some other things. I have no idea what it is. It looks weird though, but let me know down in the comments what you think it might be. Next, we have the Gen 5 starters. So we have Oshawott, Tepig, and Snivy in this picture. So our first look at Gen 5, which is also the next thing I wanted to talk about, or the last thing I want to talk about, concerning Community Day and the generation releases. But yeah, it's super awesome. If it goes the same as the past few years, we will be getting Gen 5 dropping in October. But the way that the pattern is going, it's going to start overlapping, and that's, again, I'll get into that more in a second, but hopefully we'll see it a little sooner. But even if they release it sooner, it's going to be hard for them to kind of crunch everything together to where it's not overlapping in the future. But before I go into more details of that, if you look really closely in the bottom right corner, you can see Team Rocket is hiding in the background. So that is awesome. Some of the data miners have found stuff in the code talking about Team Rocket, I don't know if it was quests or research, and also purifying Pokemon, which suggests going back to Pokemon Coliseum when we had the shadow Pokemon that we had to purify and save from Team Rocket. It looks like it's pretty strong guessing, assuming that we're going to be getting something similar to that in Pokemon Go, which is going to be tons of fun. Hopefully it will come out soon. I'm really excited for that, just to see what they have planned with Team Rocket, especially after the Go Fest photo bombs of Team Rocket, which was a pretty cool little hint there. Alright, so diving into the pattern that we've been having for Pokemon Go Community Days. As of right now, looking at my little paper here, July, we have Mudkip. Confirmed, we're getting Mudkip. August is a mystery. We're hoping Ralts, maybe Trapinch, who knows. But it's an off. But usually every other month is a starter. So September, we're assuming we're going to be getting Turtwig, the first of the Gen 4 Pokemon. October, if the pattern continues, we'll get Gen 5 starters starting to drop. Gen 5, the first wave of Pokemon. That would put November as Chimchar Community Day, December, Mystery. January would be Piplup Community Day. So then again, skip February. March would be Snivy. April, unknown. Not unknown the Pokemon, we don't know. May would be Tepig. So we're already in May of next year going into Gen 5. So it's coming up faster than they are keeping the pattern. So they're going to have to change the pattern or release things faster. And I think for this game to really work long term, I don't think they should release the new generation sooner. They should spread out the community days a bit. So maybe we'll get, actually didn't even think of this, but maybe December we'll get all of this last year's Community Day Pokemon again like we did last year. Maybe they could bring back an Eevee Community Day again, because we do have the 2 new Eevee forms. Maybe it'll give us a chance to get Last Resort on Leafeon and Glaceon as well, and get some on the old ones that we missed. Who knows, maybe they'll skip the starters for a month or two and just go into some other things. We've got Gibble, we've got a couple other Pokemon that could be Community Day Pokemon. So then June would be a question mark, July would be Oshawott, August question mark, September Chespin, and October, once again, we're already 2 years later again, but October would not, I don't know, it's a question mark month, a skip month from the starters, but that would be Gen 6. And I didn't even realize this, but Chespin is Gen 6, so September Community Day should be a Gen 6 Pokemon. And Gen 6 shouldn't be dropping, according to how things have already been going, until the next month, which is October. Yeah, and it just keeps going like that. By March, we're already into Gen 7 starters, and that's nowhere near October, which would be where they would release the next generation. So obviously nothing is set in stone. They could change it. They kind of have to change it, or speed things up. So I'm hoping myself that they change the way the community days are formatted, change the pattern, because I'd much rather them spread out give us other kinds of events instead of rushing everything, and then all of a sudden we're caught up and we have no more new Pokemon to catch, and then there's just regular events and we don't look forward to the new Pokemon until the next generation comes out, Gen 8, and then after that it's like we're done. We have to wait another couple years probably until the next generation of Pokemon. So yeah, I'm hoping that we see a different pattern there. Let me know what you think. I don't know how many people have thought ahead of this. I know it's still quite a while, and I'm sure Niantic has it all planned, but just keeping the gears turning, you know? So yeah, thumb this up if you like the video, comment down below, let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on the pattern? What are your thoughts on this 3rd anniversary event? It looks amazing to me. Be sure to subscribe if you aren't already for more Pokemon Go content, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.